Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hey Dad RC. And I have got a new project on the bench. This is a special project that I undertook. This is not my truck. The other day, I was talking to my boss at work. He is into RC cars. He was into RC cars when he was younger, and now has just recently kind of gotten back into it. But he was talking about this truck that he remembered when he was a kid that his dad had and ran all the time. And he said, oddly enough, the truck is still in existence. It just sits in Grandpa's barn. And I was asking him, what kind it was and stuff. He said he'd head over and try and find it. And I said, yeah, send me some pics. And so he sent pics, and I saw it was a Traxxas Sledgehammer. And I know right now everybody is against Traxxas, and I have my own feelings on that, and I'll keep those thoughts to myself. But he thought it would be really cool to get this truck running again and give it to his dad for a birthday, as a birthday present this spring. So I've got the truck, and I'm in charge of getting this thing running again. And I'm basically doing this video because, for the most part, guys, I know nothing about the Sledgehammer. I know it was made, I don't know if they began in the early or it was a mid 90s. Looking online at the parts list for this truck, the parts list was in October of 1997. And I know that there was a couple of different variations of this chassis. There was a white one and there was a black one. The white one was the first one and was kind of on the brittle side. And from my understanding, from what I've read, the black chassis was made with better plastics, from what I have read. So yeah, we've got the white one here, and yeah, I mean, overall, mechanically, the truck looks to be in decent shape. But anyways, talking to my boss about it, I said, the radio isn't here with it, and in today's technology of 2.4 gigahertz, I think that's the way to go. So we are going to update the speed control, probably the motor, probably going to put a new servo in there, update the electronics. I'll keep it on brush power because I don't want this thing to be too fast at all. I don't want it to break. But yeah, the main reason for me showing this, if you guys have any tips on the Sledgehammer, I'd be happy to hear them. One thing I know that I am going to need, besides the electronics, these tires are shot. Shockingly enough, I found some on eBay, and they're priced pretty decently. Because my thought was, these basically look like, to me, a Monster Beetle tires, but I am not sure if they are the exact same size. So I did find the Sledgehammer tires with Traxxas on the tires, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get those before they're gone. But the other thing my boss had said, he goes, this body's looking kind of beat up. It's looking pretty bad. Maybe we can get a new body and throw on there. And initially I was like, yeah, we can do that. Looking at this, so this is a Tamiya Blackfoot body, and this is an OG body. It has got the Ford emblem on the front. And I had said to him, I says, how about I just try and clean the body up the best that I can to try and keep at least the outside of the truck looking exactly as your dad remembered it all those years ago when he ran it. And he said, man, that sounds like a really good idea. Unfortunately, the front grille is missing, and there's only a couple right now on eBay. Man, they are pricey. So I'm not sure just yet what I'm going to do. I wish I hadn't sold my restored Blackfoot now, but I did. So who knows? I might end up taking the grill off of my re-release Blackfoot. I don't really want to do that, but we'll see where that goes. So it's got the windshield in the front. There is no window in the rear, unfortunately. And I don't remember on the OG ones if there was a plate or a window or if that was just left open. There's no stickers. Looks like maybe there used to be. And I don't think I have any of those laying around. I know restoring the Blackfoot that I restored here probably, I think it was 5 years ago now, cost me a lot of money. I think that cost me $200 to restore. But yeah, I thought a cleanup on this body. I mean, it's just dusty. It's been sitting in a barn, but I mean, it's original. It's got the Ford on it. I think cleaning it up the best that I can would be the way to go. I mean, there's no cracks in it, thankfully. I mean, so structurally, the body's in really good shape. Onto the truck itself, like I said, I'm researching as I go. I joined a vintage Traxxas group to try and glean everything I can from it. The motor's got some corrosion around it. I mean, even if it works, I'm probably going to put a new motor in there. This has the old Traxxas 27 megahertz digital speed controller, radio system. It's an old Futaba ESC, and I don't know, maybe the servo will be serviceable. We'll find out. It is, what is that? I can't tell. Well, that's a Traxxas servo. So if that works, I might keep the original servo in there. Shocks definitely need, boy, front ones don't feel bad, but these rear ones, I mean, the springs look horrible. The shock shafts themselves don't look very good. Yeah, this is going to be quite a project, all the while trying to be exceedingly careful with this nearly 30-year-old plastic. One thing I thought was pretty neat here, what they did back in the day with their body mounts. They're actually on springs, so if you roll your truck, better chance of not ruining your body that way. One thing on our side, the transmission feels pretty good to me. So I'm sure we'll crack that open, have a look, but it sounds pretty good. And another thing I thought was interesting, if you see back here on the right, that sure looks like the Tamiya wheel hubs. And, you know, I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to take one of these rear tires off. All right, I don't have any of the Tamiya rear hubs kicking around here at the moment, but they look pretty darn close. I think the design might be just a little bit off, but, you know, the wheels on the rear sure look like they might bolt right onto a Monster Beetle or a Blackfoot. Yet I'm sure Tamiya did not sue Traxxas. Sorry, I shouldn't have gone there. But, yeah, I mean, this is what we're looking at, and I'm not sure what was used as a battery hold down. Whatever was in there is no longer, so not sure how I'm going to remedy that. You know, if you guys have any suggestions, again, I'm all ears. This is going to be a bit of a project. And again, you know, not looking to keep it all original. He just thought it'd be cool to have it in running condition for his dad again. And I see back here we got a breakage here, so I'm going to have to try and fix that. But yeah, I'm just looking to keep it. I'm thinking a Hobby Wing 1060 ESC. Get a brush motor that's not overly quick. Well, that mesh is set perfectly. But yeah, this one, looking at it and how I got my work cut out for me, that's for sure. But I told my boss I'd be happy to do it. I think his dad would probably get a big kick out of seeing this old truck of his running once again, and I'm sure he would enjoy that. So again, guys, I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to show you the special restore project we've got going on here at Hey Dad RC. And again, any of you guys out there that have some knowledge on the Sledgehammer that you want to share with me, by all means, I'm all ears. I would love to hear from you guys. But that's going to do it for this one. As always, guys, thanks for taking some time out of your day to check out my videos. And until next time, stay safe. We'll see you around.